And I missed. Good job. Now, I want to try doing 3DS if I can. I'll see how that one is. Or, alternatively, I'm thinking Birth by Sleep, even though that game's kind of awful. Apparently, doing the character stories are super fun and super short. And I'm totally down with that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Banyo! I'm back. All right. Let's leave. And let's go. Let's see. Oh, wait. I need more rupees before I can do anything. Come on. Talk to him. God, like. Dude, okay, let me tell you something. When I used to play that Windows 98 Monopoly shit, I thought it was the most amazing thing in the world. I was like, what? You can play Monopoly and there's no pieces to clean up? That's so legit! Of course, me being like, God, I think like 5 at the time, I had no idea how to play Monopoly. That was way beyond me. And, yeah. Yeah, we played that lovely little game for many years. We also played Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, like the old games. Ah, good times. Did you know that actually in a classic game called Daikatana for the PC version, there was a glitch that would prevent you from being able to go through a door? Like there was a cutscene to a door, a trigger of some kind that you needed to hit. And didn't quite work out the way that everybody had hoped. Okay, so I'm going to be at 11. Whoops. I have Jeopardy on the NES. I don't have it on the Super Nintendo, but I do have it on the NES. Okay. Let's see here. Come on, baby. I missed again. I'm gonna start doing 4, because typically I try to do 3. I'm gonna try and do 4. Yeah, Daikatana, it wouldn't trigger a cutscene at the vault, so you wouldn't be able to finish it. There was an N64 version, and I remember beating that as a kid and thinking, "Damn, I'm so good." To this day, remains the one game that I can get back at any time that I actively will not. A+, Simbab. I'm proud of you. You did a good job. All right. Speedrun Tetris? Dude, no, there's a video of like some Tetris champion or something, and he does this game of Tetris where all of the blocks are invisible. And so the entire game is just him playing Tetris and kicking mass amounts of ass at it. Just doing the Tetris thing, and I'm just like, oh my god. Because like, you're watching him, and even during like the end credits, where the game is still technically going, he still keeps on stacking them and knows exactly what each setup's going to be like, and it's scary. It's really scary. Okay, got it. All right. All right, 2 for 1. Okay, let's go. Is it really rising? Is it really? That's funny. How so? There we go. I hate life. I'm so bad. Wait, I have 18 shoes exactly. Which means I'll be able to do everything for the warp, but nothing after.
Hello.
Thank you. What is that? Kalian Campbell for the follow. Welcome to the stream, friendo. Come on. Where is it? Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. This is bad. I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm determined. Wait, am I in the wrong grotto? Yeah! I don't even care! Yeah! I found it. I found it! I'm successful in what I was attempting to do. I've found it. Suck on that, crew. We did it. There it is. We got it. We finally did it, gang. We did it, Reddit. We finally did it. I'm feeling better. Feeling a little better. Alright, let's try it again. Let's keep it up. Let's see if we can do it again. See, because my goal is to try and do this multiple times to the point where I have the trick down. Because, like, index warp is nothing now. It's getting grotto wrong warp that's gonna kill me. Yeah, basically when it works like this, okay? So let's say all of the grottos are contained, like when you're in a grotto, every grotto in the entire game is around you, right? Okay. So let's say this is the grotto that you're currently in, okay? So this is the grotto outside of West Clocktown. And directly behind it here, we have the grotto going into Deku Palace. What we're doing is we're going past the barrier up to the top here, flipping over into the next grotto, and then taking that entrance to get out to where we need to be. And there you have it. I'm sure Phil would look at that grotto warp and be like, good, now do it without fucking it up. Phil would laugh at me. Phil would laugh at me and say that I am terrible. He would say, Mike, you have much to learn, my friend, but you are progressing. You must learn the angle I taught you. Why haven't you learned the angle, Mike? And I will tell him, I'm sorry, friend. I've been playing other games. Games like Bayonetta 2, which let me tell you. Dude, that game was amazing. Playing on third climax was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and was a nice little 2-day thing to do. It is possible to miss. I have fallen into the void many times, as people have seen. Like, I'll probably fail it again up here, you'll see. There's more to it. But basically, like, the load zone for the grotto that we're trying to get to is located directly behind us, and that takes us to Deku Palace. And what that allows us to do is that allows us to bypass almost the entirety of Deku Swamp, and then alters the route immensely. And this allows you to get the Song of Awakening and also the Song of Soaring really, really early. And this is important because after you do Index Warp, you're going to need the Song of Soaring. I need to go get more bombs. Yeah, Moon Warp doesn't exist yet. They're still trying to find some form of Moon Warp. Here's the thing. So, ultimately, we want to find a method of wrong warping into the moon or going straight to the Majora fight. Like, wrong warping to the moon or the Majora fight. But so far, there's no, like, open load zone on the map that anybody can find that is within reach that you can, like, flip into or take in order to get to endgame. So that makes things a little bit rocky. Excuse me. And in addition to that, one of the things that people were trying to do for a little while is they found that you can do what's called bottle duping, and basically you're able to duplicate a bottle onto another item's spot. So, like, for example, you can item dupe, you bottle dupe in Snowhead during the run if you're doing it, like, you know, the super pro way, which I wouldn't do because I'm bad. Hold on just a minute. See, I missed it. And since I missed it because I'm bad, I died. I'm gonna see if I have enough. I'm gonna see if I have enough to get some more bombs. You know, Smooth, you'd think it would be logically at the clock tower, but the entrance to the moon warp isn't located at the top of the clock tower. It's activated via cutscene. But anyways, so with bottle duping, you can dupe... Oh, how many rupees did I say I had? I have 21 rupees. I can't buy shit. Okay, so reset. Anyways, so what people were trying to do is they found that based on the in-game values for items, the bottle and the remains, like O'Dowell's remains, all of the remains are very close together. Like, it's literally bottle, blank value, remains. Now, here's the issue, is that if they could just skip over the blank value and dupe all of the remains into your inventory, the run would be considerably easier. Like, you would be able to do it lickety-split. It would be stupid. But the issue that people are having is that there is a blank value between bottles and remains. And it's very hard to dupe over that blank value because that blank value crashes the game. And not only that, but it's like you can't just jump over that value. There has to be a method to manipulating how the dupe works. So it's they're trying to find ways to either dupe the remains into your inventory so then you can just go straight to the top and go to Moon, or they're trying to find a way to warp to Moon. And so far, neither have been found. In fact, actually, when you think about it, Index Warp was found less than a year ago. You know what I mean? Like the glitch that allows you to activate all of the owl statues, even though, well, you make them functional even though they're not active. I mean, that was found, you know, a year ago now. Like a little, like I think a little under a year ago now. Yeah, about under a year ago. And I mean, yeah, it's excellent. But yeah, so it's gonna take them a while to figure that out, if at all. Basically what would end up happening if, okay, so I'll break this down. I'll break down what would happen if Moon was found. So if a warp was found, then it would just be about executing the warp, and whatever setup that would require what it does. So it's hard to say how a warp would affect the run. Now, if you could dupe shit into your inventory, like if you could dupe all 4 remains, then all you would need to do is get a bottle and then get 4 separate items in your inventory that you can dupe over, and then you're good. Nah, I'm sure what'll happen is when Moonwarp is found, what's gonna end up happening, and I can guarantee you this is what's gonna happen, is when Moonwarp's found, there's gonna be any percent and then any percent no Moonwarp. So it'll essentially be like no wrong warp, no wrong warp, no RBA, etc., etc. So I mean, it'll essentially just be its own category. So you'll have any percent, which will be like, you know, with the Moonwarp, and then you'll have like Majora's Mask any percent, no Moonwarp. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like there has to, theoretically, there has to be some kind of load zone somewhere, but they haven't found one yet. And I mean, it makes logical sense. You know, you'd think, oh, well, it has to have a load zone because otherwise how would you get to it? Well, it's cutscene triggered, so it could just very well, like, just be like, all right, so load this sequence, play this video, when video fades out, you know, you're set to go. So alternatively, if they could also trigger the video, like if they could trigger the cutscene there, then that could theoretically take them where they needed to go, because at the end of the cutscene, then they'd be, you know, taken off. Yes! Did it, baby. That is how it's supposed to look. Just quick, simple, easy, done. Okay, that felt good. Let's do it again. Yeah, I know, getting slowly more consistent. Like, I'm starting to learn what I need to do when I line up and, like, where I need to go, like, what's an acceptable area. So, I mean, this is really exciting. Like, I'm figuring it out. What's up, Frozen? How you doing? Yep, I'm learning it slowly. What's up, Goober? How you doing? Yeah, no, it's been a good day though. We finished Bayonetta on a third climax. Got the chain chomp. The chain chomp's so cute. Precious little baby. All right. Alright. I am not touching the baby. I will kick the baby, nothing more. Nothing more. I will take this tiny child and I will kick it. I will watch it sail across the horizon and scream a high-pitched, very comical scream. Many people will think it is a midget, perhaps inhaling helium, but no. The cry that they will hear will be from the child that I have squarely punted across the entire country. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Got it. God damn. You know, honestly, when Moonwarp is found, it's gonna be on N64 English version, and people are gonna hate life. That has been the running gag, because English Majora's Mask is the slowest version, and people have always been like, dude, I'm telling you, if there's one version that's gonna miraculously have it, it's gonna be fucking English. It's gonna be English N64, because it just so happens that it's the slowest version, and for the sake of fucking irony, it would definitely be it. Alright. Let's do this again.